Good morning, this is Mike with Patriot Pressure and Soft Wash. Just got done pulling the hoses around the house. Got a beautiful house today. Turn it around. So we got some nice stonework on the front. Of course, underneath the eaves is going to be the dirtiest. But this side of the house gets a little bit of sun, so it's not a major deal. I hope to get this little bit of dirt up. Got some puppies over here talking. Of course, under here doesn't get any sunlight, so I'm trying to take care of this here for him today. Put a little treatment down on this concrete. He didn't ask for that, but I'm going to help him out. It's just something a little simple that you can do for your customers to help them out, keep them coming back. So up the wall, we've got a little bit of green showing, a little bit at the top, but under the eaves is the worst. And then we've got this side of the house, which is his north side. Gets all the shade, it gets all the green. Yep, all the way up. So it's stucco, which should take a little hotter mix, but I'm gonna try to shoot what I normally do for vinyl today, and I want to see how it comes off, because it's not disgusting, but it's still dirty. So we'll get this camera set up and see how we go. Now, I do have a new product on my trailer that I'll probably be doing a video on separately. That's going to be coming out soon. So just be looking out for that. Alright, I told y'all in the last video that I'm going to have a new product on the trailer, and I've been testing it out the last 2 weeks, and it's doing pretty good for me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to title the video IFLOW. And a friend of mine, Levi, he's the one who's creating these 3D printed blocks and putting all the assemblies together with the special key that goes on this actuator. But I kind of give you an overview of what I've got going on with the trailer and the way I have mine set up. So I bought mine as a DIY kit, basically, because I'm pretty handy and I like doing this kind of stuff. So I built this manifold that's your bypass for your injector, and this is my 2.1 with a check valve. It's been working pretty good, hadn't had any problems with that. But this is the setup. So I wanted it mounted up here on my trailer, kind of at an angle, so you know, as you hit the gun, this hose creeps back and back and back. So I'll never really put any pressure on this point. But I mean, this joker, it's pretty solid. I mean, it's not going anywhere. I ended up putting a piece of aluminum angle right there because of the way I wanted to mount it at an angle. You don't have to do it that way, but this is the control box, and I've got power run all the way to my battery in the back. So this control box has the receiver in it, and then this is your actuator that manipulates your DN10. And I know he's working on a project for a DN15, so I know that'll be coming soon. But so I've got mine set up and wired in my box. So on, see it moving. On to me is soap on, so that means this closes and opens up this line, which sends soap through my line. So that's the way I have mine set up. The line may not show that because I had it 180 out or 90 out when I did it, but I close it and then it's going to run straight through here, or it's going to open it up. I'm sorry, it's going to open it up and it's going to run straight through here, and that's going to give me full flow for rinsing. Now, I did not opt for a flashing light like I have for my other box back there, which is no longer in use since I built this. I don't need it. So the way I know is by this right here gives you feedback. It beeps at you and you can hear the beep beep. But also, I mean, it only takes a few seconds. You know, probably, I think I counted to 5 or 7 Mississippi when I do it, and then I'm seeing soap through my line. You can play with this, you know, of course, if you put like, I'm running 8 gallons a minute with these two right here, but you can play with this and you can get a hotter mix, but less flow. But then you can completely, like with that one, if I wanted to run a hotter mix through there where I cut my injector on and off, I'm still limited because I'm running it through the injector on my rinse. So if I wanted to run a hotter mix, I can put, say, what is it, the 1.9 or 1.8, I can't remember what the one we use for 4 gallons a minute. So it's a smaller orifice, that means it pulls more soap. So you can put a 1.8 on here and pull a hotter mix than this 2. Sorry, my camera reached its limit. I forgot to delete some videos off my phone, it's maxed out. But you can get you a 1.8, put a hotter mix in the, you know, long story short, and still have a good flow when you're rinsing. So it won't go on as much. You'll probably cut your flow down a pretty good bit when you're using the smaller orifice than the one I'm running now, the 2.1. But at the end of the day, the rinsing is the key, because that means you can kill the mildew and algae faster, and then you can rinse it off faster. Pretty much got a full 3-story house here. Come out clean on this side. I'm rinsing it down. Just going to show you how cool this M5 twist is. I got my shooter tip, but I don't even need it. I mean, this is 3 stories. Just watch how far that joker can go over the roof. And just rinsing. Just rinsing. You need to get one of these M5 twists. This is 8 gallons a minute, and the twist is rated for 7 to 12, I believe. So, awesome. All right, we're finished with this one. Tried my best to get this stuff off. I used the muriatic acid, and I mean, it did a pretty good job, but it's still It's just staining. I'll come back if I need to. He's selling his house, so he's not too much worried about it. It's just a pet peeve of mine. But clean this pad off, got all that green taken care of. Got that little spot that was there. Oh, about to drop the camera. All the way up to the top. All the eaves are pretty. You're probably not gonna be able to see this because of the sun. Let me I'll try to shade you somehow or another. There we go. But she come up pretty good. So what I did with this was I just shot it with normal house mix and let it sit. If it was black, like some stucco houses, it'll actually get so dark and black, I would have pulled out my soft wash stuff. But since it didn't turn black, or wasn't black, I went ahead and just used my normal house mix. I just had to let it sit a little while longer, hit it a couple different times. Wasn't much of a big deal. But I'm gonna push this video up, and then I'm gonna try to get a video up about that new IFLOW. Works great. Works great. That should be the next video that you see. All right, we all keep washing.